When you're arguing with people and trying to convince them something, the first thing you have to understand is that people are not robots. They are not logical beings, they are emotional beings. Consider logic as water and emotions as the vessel, and you cannot serve water without the vessel. So when somebody is speaking illogically and you have to reel them back into the real topic, then serve the water in a glass. And here are 3 smart words that is going to work like that vessel to convey your ideas. And if you like upgrading your communication skills with smart tactics like this, then subscribe to this channel and let's get going. Number 1, false equivalence. False equivalence is comparing 2 things that may look similar from the outside but are actually 2 different problems. I read a post where a woman was saying that one temple has a dress code which is very biased against women. Women have been recommended to wear saris and salwar kameez and are not allowed to wear pants, whereas men are allowed to wear pants. But here's the thing. You are wearing saris in temples and men are not saying, why are men not allowed to wear saris in temples? See, this does not work both ways, and that's why it's not equivalent. They have different kinds of private parts and their bodies demand different things. So if women want to wear pants in the temple, they should be able to justify why they should wear pants in the temple, not because that men are allowed, children are allowed, or some other group is allowed. One of the hacks of detecting false equivalence is to look for a younger sibling complex. Does this sound like a younger sibling wanting something just because the older sibling has it and does not have any real reason of his or her own? When you detect false equivalence, the way to reply is to say, yes, I do admit that the issue that you are raising is absolutely important and needs to be looked into, but I don't think comparing with another category is required here. We should need the others to justify our needs. And that's how you put reason and logic back into a conversation when the other person is drifting away. Number 2, the straw man argument. The straw man, a man made out of straw, basically empty. This is when you say something and a person comes up with a very exaggerated version of that, which is completely hollow. Recently, the state of Bengal in India had a huge election and it led to the change of the ruling party. And like it happens in all major companies, a new CEO joins and the first thing they do is trying to change the logo. So the new CM, Shubhendu Adhikari, did just that. He started with saying that now I'm going to introduce singing national anthem in all schools, irrespective of what kind of schools they are. Now, you can have a lot of arguments against it. Isn't it a waste of time? Why should this be compulsory? Who will teach these songs? Who will ensure these songs are sung properly or sung at all? Will this help improve education? All of these are fair questions. But what I found a lot of people asking is, will singing national anthem every morning solve all our development problems in the state? Will business boom? Now, the purpose of a national anthem was never to make business boom. This is a strawman argument. So the way to detect a strawman argument is to see whether they are focusing on the real reason behind it. For example, here, the purpose of a national anthem was never to solve development issues. And that's how you can politely disagree with a person and bring them back into the fold of reason and logic. Number 3, correlation is not causation. Correlation and causation, these are terms I learned much later in life when I was studying mathematics in graduation. These are not terms we are ever introduced with. It's never discussed, but it's such an important issue because this is where a lot of our conversations get derailed in the wrong direction. Just because 2 things are happening at the same time does not mean one leads to the other. But we conflate it all the time. One day I was standing outside my daughter's school. This was in the US. And so an American parent came up to me and started talking to me, and we were having a nice conversation. He asked me, which part of India are you from? And I proudly said, I'm from one of the most progressive cities in the world. And he said, didn't you tell me that you are from the city where Mother Teresa used to be? Isn't that a poor city? And what he meant by that was that if it's a poor city, how can they be progressive? Like one causes the other. So he couldn't fathom how could a city be poor and progressive at the same time. The way to detect whether we are thinking a correlation to be a causation is to understand whether it's a side effect. Now, once you come across a situation where people are confusing correlation with causation, say that it can be a side effect, but not a cause. And that's how you can bring more reason and logic into the conversation and not get emotional or hurt anybody's feelings. I hope this actually helped you. If they did, then do like and subscribe. By the way, this is a brand new channel and every subscriber means so much to me. So please go ahead, like and subscribe so I can see you in the next video. And of course, I hope these smart words help you navigate difficult conversations the next time much more confidently and pleasantly.